Jimmy Kimmel's opening monologue at the 90th Academy Awards was called emasculated by critics. It stunk so badly, he decided to attack Vice President Mike Pence, using a sick homosexual pedophilia-themed movie that the Hollywood crowd just loved for its artistic value. Kimmel made a huge mistake zeroing in on Pence's Christian faith, and he got a nasty surprise backstage that he won't ever forget. Jimmy Kimmel's performance as host was so terrible, he was hesitant to make any jokes, lest it offends one of the left's protected groups, gays, blacks, transgenders, illegal immigrants, and, of course, women. No jokes about women. He came out with a kind of warning to the award winners, who would take the stage, to make sure to use the platform for positive messages. Hypocritically, he did instruct the award winners to tell Americans to join the amazing students at Parkland, in their protest coming up in Washington, D.C. Apparently, he didn't get the memo that we are so done with the overexposed CNN Parkland kids and their ridiculous anti-gun boycott of the NRA. So, Kimmel's worst jab at conservatives was a blatant attack on VP Mike Pence, and on Christians. The producers couldn't help themselves. They had to rub sick smut in the faces of those of us who are Christian, and they used Mike Pence as their poster boy to kick around. Laura Ingram's website LifeSoot reported, the late-night host hit all the expected talking points and managed to do so before the ceremony had even hit the 15-minute mark. #MeToo, #TimesUp, Donald Trump, Parkland, Fox News, he hit 'em all. Laughs were secondary to the soapbox beneath him and his desperation to be praised by the liberal media. In fact, laughs weren't even real all the time. Yep, the producers were so scared Kimmel would suck, they had an odd laugh track running, and it was obvious. The camera would pan to the audience and no one was laughing, but you could hear canned laughs. That brings us to Kimmel's direct hit at Pence, which will make you sick. Lizette adds, Kimmel also brought up the controversial Call Me By Your Name, a film nominated for Best Picture, which follows the romance between a 24-year-old man and a 17-year-old boy. The film has made peanuts at the box office compared to its fellow nominees. We don't make movies like Call Me By Your Name to make money, said Kimmel. We make them to upset Mike Pence. That was met with thunderous applause by the soulless chicos wearing their million-dollar dresses and crushed velvet tuxedos. You can see the moment Kimmel praises a pedophilia Best Picture nominee and attacks Pence in the video below. The Oscar-nominated film in question, Call Me By Your Name, is up for 4 Academy Awards, believe it or not. The movie is set in northern Italy in 1983 and features a relationship between a 24-year-old man and an underaged 17-year-old boy. In the United States today, this constitutes statutory rape. Even the clips they showed of this disgusting film made me want to vomit. The actor playing the 17-year-old looks about 12 and his rapist looks about 35. But what makes it so horrendous is the way the film makes it out to be some type of love story. Yeah, no one saw that movie, as even Kimmel mentions, and the question is, how is it not an offense to this #MeToo movement? We all know they don't really care about sexual predators, especially not when they are homosexuals. The whole #MeToo movement is a joke. Well, Kimmel was in for a nasty surprise when he got backstage. Wondering if Americans tuned into the 4-hour-long hedonistic award show, the answer was, no, we did not. In fact, ratings were so darn low, it was the second worst Oscars ratings ever, with a mere 32.9 million watching, and that's around the world, not only in America, reported The Hollywood Reporter. In contrast, President Trump's debate with Hillary Clinton in September 2016 had 84 million viewers and broke the record as the most watched debate ever in the history of televised debates, CNN reported. So, go ahead, Hollywood crowd, and yuck it up, Trump blows you away every single time. Americans also had some choice words for Kimmel about his Pence joke. Jimmy Kimmel says Hollywood makes films to upset Mike Pence. I can't decide what's more pathetic, making movies that nobody watches to get the Trump administration's attention, or admitting to it, tweeted Alana Mastrangelo. The statement is indicative of the goals of Hollywood, to use film as a propaganda tool of leftist ideology and philosophies, responded Twitter user Socialism Sucks, summing up how Hollywood uses these sick films, hoping to make our culture anti-Christian. Sage Anton tweeted, "Correct. They no longer make movies for audiences. However, unlike the applauding seals in the audience, your children are safe around Mike Pence." Now, there is some wisdom. If a homosexual pedophile movie is lauded as one of the best of 2018, maybe it's Hollywood who is the problem in our society, not guns and not the NRA. When will those in the entertainment and professional sports business learn? When you piss off flyover country, the solid men and women living in middle America who cling to their Bibles, guns, and God, it never works out in their favor. In fact, those in Hollywood find out the hard way that we can do without them. But they can't do without us. So, as long as Hollywood is making filth, they will only be making movies for themselves, and sooner or later, the money will run out.